Chinese electric vehicle maker XPeng's flying car has made its first public flight, taken to the sky in Dubai.
It's called the XPeng X2, and it looks freaking sick. I mean, look at those headlights, super aggressive. Windshield is crazy long. It's got the light going down the middle as well.
Imagine soaring above traffic jams and experiencing the thrill of flight in the palm of your hands. China's XPeng Aero AT has made this vision a reality with the XPeng X2, the world's first commercially available flying car. Priced at an unprecedented $7,999, this revolutionary eVTOL, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle, is set to transform urban transportation forever. With autonomous and manual modes, this air vehicle defies conventional boundaries, merging car and aircraft capabilities. But what will this mean for the future, and where will it place China? Join us as we explore how China's expensive flying car changes everything and defines a new age for technology. China's flying cars. China is known for being at the forefront of technology. They have been long known for birthing the weirdest yet most unbelievable inventions in history. In fact, as it seems now, they may be advancing way too fast into the future. The concept of flying cars used to be merely a dream of science fiction, or an innovation that we assumed would happen in the next age. But the way things are evolving in China, we might not have to dream anymore because they have finally made this mind-blowing invention into a reality. We are talking about a world of no traffic, no pollution, low-altitude cruises, and almost no accidents. Shocking, isn't it? The Chinese company at the start of this flying car race is China's Aero AT, the largest flying car company in Asia and an affiliate of XPeng. Established in 2013, the company has accumulated 15,000 safe manned flights and has won multiple industrial design awards. XPeng Aero HT, initially founded as high-tech by Zhao Deli with financial support from XPeng CEO He Xiaopeng, has made significant strides in the flying car industry. The company rebranded to Aero HT and debuted its first-generation flying car in 2016. By 2020, the company had launched its fifth-generation flying car, and in 2021, Aero HT completed its Series A financing round, raising over $500 million. XPeng is currently the leading tech company in the diversity of mobility, including electric vehicles, EVs, electric vertical takeoff and landing, eVTOL aircraft, and robotics. They focus on creating a future of mobility that uses thoughtful and empathetic intelligence to improve the driving experience. When relatively young electric car manufacturer XPeng announced it was throwing more than $500 million at a new flying car division back in 2021, many were baffled and even amused. But Aero HT wiped the grin off our faces 12 months later when it started flight testing different models of flying cars. Just in 2022, XPeng Aerot conducted the first flight of its electric flying car, the XPeng X2, the fifth-generation flying car that was independently developed and manufactured by XPeng Aerot.
So some people would think this could be still things for the future, but from our perspective, it will not be that far away from now.
At the GITEX Global Tech Show in Skydive, Dubai. GITEX Global is one of the world's largest tech shows. The 2022 42nd edition of the event kicked off at the Dubai World Trade Center, featuring 5,000 companies and 100,000 attendees from 170 countries, and converging the most advanced companies and best minds to dive deep into diverse technology topics, including future mobility.
We'll see our flying car, and it will be the very important base for the next generation flying car.
Priced at a whopping cost between $126,000 USD and $236,000 USD, this fifth-generation model X2 exhibited at the XPeng Aerot Pavilion Zaabil Hall 3 completely turned the heads of thousands of visitors on the first day of the GITEX International event. It was XPeng X2's first public display after completing the specific operations risk assessment and achieving a special flying permit from the Dubai Civil Aviation Authority, DCAA. This first flight was witnessed by over 150 attendees, including representatives from the Chinese consulate in Dubai, the Dubai International Chamber of Commerce, the DCAA, the Dubai Department of Economy and Tourism, the Dubai World Trade Center, and global media. The public flight took place at a location that offered excellent airspace conditions and panoramic views of the cityscape, providing the historic flight with a breathtaking backdrop. This first flight not only proved X2's sustainability and safety in the future, but also showcased its special features. The X2 adopts an enclosed cockpit with a minimalist, teardrop-shaped design and an extraterrestrial appearance that takes highly efficient aerodynamics into account to achieve the ultimate in-flight performance. One of its unique features is its light mass. To reduce weight, the XPeng X2 has a complete carbon fiber structure. Moreover, it is only a two-seater flying car. To top it all off, XPeng X2 uses electric propulsion powered by lithium-ion batteries whose cells are controlled by a thermal management system to prevent overheating and risk of explosion. The use of this fuselage system ensures a quiet operation, zero emissions, reduced vibration, and increased efficiency. Its zero carbon dioxide emission during flight, especially as a step forward in the pursuit of urban green transportation.
And in terms of urban mobility, it includes both the air passenger transportation and air logistic uses.
Without a doubt, XPeng X2 will be suitable for future low-altitude city flights and perfect for short-distance city journeys, such as sightseeing and medical transportation. Its driving modes consist of manual and autonomous. During the autonomous flight, passengers can enjoy a safe and intelligent flying experience with simple start, return, and landing operations at the touch of a button. XPeng X2 is not designed for road driving but only for flights. It has no wheels or traditional landing gear since it is only intended for vertical takeoff and landing, VTOL operations, and uses a dedicated vertiport or helipad parking. With such an exclusive sci-fi display coming to life, it was no surprise the spectators were amazed and truly invested. Brian Gu, vice chairman and president of XPeng, commented that XPeng X2's public display in Dubai represents a significant milestone for XPeng Aerot and the international achievement of flying cars.
Chinese electric vehicle maker XPeng's flying car has made its first public flight, taking to the sky in Dubai.
Dubai is a world-renowned city of innovation, which is the reason they decided to hold the X2's first public flight event here.
We are make the step by step to the international market, and first we select the Dubai city because Dubai is the most innovation cities in the world.
Its flight represents a major step in XPeng's exploration of future mobility. The XPeng X2's first public flight was also highly supported by the Dubai International Chamber of Commerce. The Dubai Chamber has been deeply involved in the whole process since the launch of the project, providing strategic consulting to XPeng Aerot. Acting President and CEO Hassan Al-Hashemi attended the event and cited in his speech, "The first global public flight of the X2 flying car will change the game of future mobility. The flying car is the epitome of ambition, innovation, and future-oriented vision that has always inspired Dubai and its leadership. Today, we witnessed a historic moment that will define the next 50 years. What does this imply? It means that very soon we might be saying goodbye to the basic vehicles we have now because flying cars will majorly take over the world of transport in the next few decades. If you have ever watched the cartoon Iwaju, perhaps you might be able to envision this future. During the test, the XPeng X2 received appraisal from the DCAA reviewers for the stability, as well as the standardization of the entire flight operation process. The XPeng X2's completion of the assessment is the first time China's manned autonomous flying vehicle has completed its operational risk assessment overseas. XPeng Aerot thus became the first company to pass the assessment in Dubai in the specific weight class. XPeng Aerot also released the crucial achievement of R&D progress of the 6th-generation flying car, including its configuration, exterior design, and air driving method. Equipped with both manual and automatic flight driving modes, this next-generation electric flying car, which can drive in the air and on roads, represents a true transformation from two-dimensional to three-dimensional mobility. As well as meeting daily travel demands, it can trigger the folding deformation system to achieve vertical takeoff and landing for a low-altitude manned flight. The invention of XPeng X2, however, was only the beginning of the age of flying cars. Not long after XPeng X2's reveal in 2022, the following year, China's AeroHT emerged with another 2 eVTOL flying cars showcasing fascinating new concepts: a 6-wheel drive hybrid electric aircraft carrier van and a new version of the flying supercar with a fully concealed airframe. This aircraft, which looks like a sporty hatchback with a giant drone on top, is a 2-ton prototype of the X3 flying car. While it seems like AeroHT is fully committed to bringing some very weird ideas to the market, Chinese aviation authorities have also recently proven they're willing to roll out the red carpet for innovative ideas, as Europe and the USA continue to make strict restrictions on their aviation industry.
During a media event in early 2023, BYD CEO Wang Chuanfu personally demonstrated the vehicle's capabilities by driving a mechanism-wheeled demo vehicle sideways onto the stage. According to the developers, the new electronically controlled all-wheel drive system is 100 times faster than a conventional all-wheel drive system. We are about to reveal the most exciting innovation of this vehicle. Keep watching to find out. The U8 features disabilities active suspension, which can increase ground clearance by 15 centimeters. As an off-road vehicle, the U8 Premium Edition can wade in a maximum depth of 1,000 mm, while the Off-Road Master Edition can wade up to 1,400 mm and is equipped with a snorkel. It also has limited water sailing capabilities, although BYD discourages owners from attempting this, as it is intended as an emergency escape feature for disaster situations like flash floods. Owners must take their vehicles to a service center for inspection afterward. When the car detects higher water depth than the wading limit, it activates an emergency floating mode. In this mode, the vehicle shuts down its petrol engine. The disabilities system raises the suspension to the maximum level.
The Yang1 U8 introduces a new high-tech feature, which is the life-saving emergency flotation capability.
The windows close automatically, the air conditioner switches to internal circulation mode, and the sunroof opens to provide an emergency exit. It can stay afloat for 30 minutes and move forward at 3 kilometers per h. The U8 has approach, departure, and breakover angles of 36.5 degrees, 35.4 degrees, and 25.5 degrees respectively, with an RTI of 600. The U8's dashboard incorporates 3 screens: a 23.6-inch instrument panel screen for the driver, a vertical 12.8-inch central control infotainment screen, and another 23.6-inch infotainment screen for the front passenger. 2 screens are mounted to the back of the front seats for the rear passengers, and another is mounted on the console between the rear seats. The driver is supplemented with a 70-inch augmented reality head-up display and 22 Dynaudio branded speakers. Other in-car technologies include 3 mobile phone wireless chargers, a thermographic camera, and an integrated satellite phone. The center console features a built-in compressor fridge, freezer, and heater capable of maintaining temperatures between -6 and 50 degrees Celsius. The U8 utilizes the NVIDIA Drive Orin system on a chip, SoC, for its Level 2 advanced driver assistance system, with a computational power of 508 TOPS. Input is supplied from 38 sensors around the vehicle, including 3 LiDARs, 13 cameras, 12 ultrasonic radars, and 5 millimeter wave radars. If you think the floating car is amazing, wait for the driverless air taxi. EHang 216S Drone Taxi. We are talking about the EH216S. This unmanned vehicle stands out due to its autonomous flight capabilities, fully electric propulsion, robust redundancy safety features, and intelligent command and control systems for fleet management. These characteristics make it well-suited for various urban air mobility applications, such as air taxis, aerial tourism, airport transfers, inter-island travel, and more. The EH216S achieved a significant milestone by obtaining the world's first type certificate and standard airworthiness certificate for a pilotless passenger-carrying eVTOL aircraft.
What we're here to celebrate today is the rollout of our first aircraft off our pilot manufacturing line here in Marina. And specifically, really excited to announce today that we have received from the FAA our special certificate of airworthiness for that aircraft.
From the Civil Aviation Administration of China in 2023. This accomplishment shows EHang's unwavering commitment to safety and quality, endorsed by a national aviation authority. In contrast to traditional passenger-carrying aerial vehicles, EHang's passenger-carrying electric unmanned aerial vehicles adhere to 3 key design principles: full backup safety design, unmanned operation, and centralized management facilitated by the Intelligent Command and Control Center. This safe, environmentally friendly, and intelligent passenger-carrying electric vertical takeoff and landing UAV can offer short to medium distance, low-altitude mobility solutions for the future of smart transportation. This advanced unmanned flight technology can eliminate errors caused by human operation, allowing passengers to fully relax and enjoy the journey without worrying about control issues. The VSILE can also survey the routes in advance and offer a variety of customizable flight plans. If an emergency arises on a route, the command and control system will automatically select an alternative route to continue the flight, ensuring a smooth journey. But this is the most interesting part. EHang's passenger-carrying UAVs leverage 4G/5G high-speed wireless networks, enabling seamless communication between the UAVs and the command and control center, facilitating remote control and real-time transmission of flight data. It relies on electric power to minimize environmental harm caused by emissions. The aircraft can be fully charged in just 2 hours, and the charging devices can communicate in real time with the aircraft's battery management system. Flight safety also incorporates a built-in fail-safe system in the flight control system to continuously assess the aircraft's health status, while communication safety employs a dual assurance communication system to prevent malicious interference. Contingency reaction ensures that in case of an emergency, the command and control center will intervene to prioritize the safety of passengers and the aircraft. Have you ever dreamed of flying in a car with your partner? Well, the solution might just be ahead. GAC's Flying Car Gov. We are talking about the Gov. Gov is a cutting-edge electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft and latest innovation of the Chinese automaker GAC that produces electric vehicles under the EHang brand. This futuristic vehicle proves the company's innovative approach to transportation technology. GAC's Flying Vehicle Gov features a modular design, allowing the flight cabin and chassis to be detached or connected as needed, optimizing the use of both flight and ground driving modes. The Gov is a 2-person car, capable of vertical takeoff and landing. The Gov has a maximum takeoff weight of 500 kilograms, a maximum cruising speed of 80 kilometers per h, a maximum flight range of 200 kilometers, a maximum flight altitude of 3,000 meters. Additionally, it is equipped with an advanced intelligent driving assistance system that enables automatic takeoff and landing, automatic obstacle avoidance, automatic navigation, and other features, providing users with a safe, convenient, and comfortable travel experience. However,
our XPeng Aerospace brand is a global brand in the future. So we are now in the researching process. We are make the step by step to the international market.
Obtaining certification for passenger flights with eVTOLs, especially electric aircraft connected to cars, will likely be a lengthy process due to extensive regulations in various countries. Despite this, GAC has made progress with the Gov, successfully completing its maiden flight outside the company headquarters. The Gov is equipped with GAC's autonomous ATIGO pilot system and a dual backup multi-rotor flight system. As demonstrated in the launch video, the passenger sits within the eVTOL portion, while the vehicle below navigates autonomously. In the future, this technology could enable vertical takeoff from roadways, with the car portion autonomously returning to a GAC base. Although this future scenario may be some time away due to current infrastructure limitations, it offers an interesting look into the potential direction of all-electric mobility. It is important to mention that Gov has undergone extensive testing, including power system endurance, multi-power testing, iron bird tests, static load testing, tethered flight trials, hover tests, chassis takeoff trials, and performance validation. With the special flight permit, the flying car team will continue to focus on high-safety manned flight. The team aims to advance technological upgrades, ensure engineering feasibility, gather data and experience for mass production, testing, and certification, and ultimately accelerate product commercialization. The next car we are about to reveal is sending shocks down the spine of supercar makers. The reason why big brands like Ferrari and Bugatti are scared of it is not what you think. Yangwang U9 supercar. Chinese automaker BYD is challenging high-end car brands like Ferrari and Lamborghini with its new Yangwang U9. The electric supercar boasts a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of 2.36 seconds and a price tag of around $233,400. BYD is expanding its market reach by targeting luxury car segments. After introducing affordable electric models and competing with gasoline-powered cars, BYD has now set its sights on the premium market. BYD launched the Yangwang brand last year.
But now, BYD from China have Yangwang,
featuring the off-road U8 and U9 electric supercar. We already mentioned the U8 at the beginning of the video, and it has gained attention as a rival to luxury SUVs like the Mercedes G-Class and Land Rover Defender, offering impressive power, off-road capabilities, and advanced features. The U8 is even capable of hovering through water in a float mode. Additionally, BYD recently unveiled the U7, an electric sedan with over 1,300 horsepower. BYD's Yangwang U9 electric supercar is powered by a large 135.5 kWh battery pack, offering a driving range of up to 497 miles. With a starting price of around $140,000, the U9 has officially launched in China. Customers can now place orders and schedule production. BYD claims that the new electric car marks the beginning of a new era for pure electric supercars. It boasts exceptional power, surpassing even V12 engines. Powered by 4 electric motors, the U9 delivers 1,287 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque. But here is the shocking part that has left other super brands in awe. The U9 outperforms other supercars like the Ferrari SF90 and Bugatti Chiron. It also boasts other advanced technology, including BYD's Disys X full-active body control system, which allows the car to perform dynamic movements like jumping and dancing. It even offers a choice of 4 dance mode songs for a synchronized experience. The U9 also features a range of aerodynamic features, such as an adjustable rear wing, active diffuser, and large carbon fiber rear wing. Inside, the car has a cutting-edge cockpit with advanced features like DiLink and DiPilot. It also includes a unique racing assistant mode, which learns and analyzes the driving techniques of top drivers to provide precise guidance and improve performance. BYD's rapid growth and expansion are evident, both domestically and internationally. The company is leading EV imports in markets like Japan and Thailand, and is considering establishing a plant in Mexico to serve the US market. Even premium car brands are feeling the pressure from Chinese automakers like BYD. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, recently confessed that American EV makers have a lot of catch-up to do with their Chinese counterparts. We leapt one of the EBST for the last, XPeng Aero HT X3. XPeng Aero is a subsidiary of Chinese XPeng Automotive Company. The firm unveiled its modular flying car, also known as the land aircraft carrier, and announced plans for mass production and pricing, although the technical characteristics of the car are still kept secret. XPeng Aero aims to start producing and delivering the flying car in 2026, with a price tag of around $280,000. The company plans to conduct the first public manned flight of the flying car at the Zhuhai Air Show in November.
This is the XPeng Aero eVTOL flying car,
and will also showcase it at the Guangzhou Auto Show. You can watch out for these air shows to see the pinnacle of Chinese automotive competence in real time. XPeng Aero has announced that pre-sales for its modular flying car will begin in late 2024, with mass production and deliveries starting in 2026. This timeline is a slight delay from the previously announced schedule. The company's Guangzhou factory is expected to be completed by July 2025, with an annual production capacity of over 10,000 units. The company aims to surpass the combined production of all other eVTOL manufacturers worldwide, and it has developed a total of 5 flying cars and conducted over 20,000 flight tests. The company's development plan includes the eVTOL flying car and the modular flying car, which consists of a flying car and a mother vehicle for recharging. The mother vehicle will have an extended-range powertrain, all-wheel drive, and rear-wheel steering. XPeng Aerot has also submitted a type certificate application to Chinese authorities for the flying car's flying body, known as the X3F. Thank you for staying with us. Which of these engineering marvels would you love to ride? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. If you enjoyed watching the video, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, click the following video on your screen, and you will enjoy it.
It looks like the type of thing that I ended up drawing. I can't wait to see this flying around in our skies, and the way they're going to do it is really quite cool.
Most of the media and the public will see our flying car, and will be the very important base for the next generation flying car.
Those who watched the blockbuster Blade Runner, where the only way to get around in the future is by taking to the skies in small electric flying cars, might have concluded that flying vehicles are confined to the imagination of filmmakers. But Dubai has just shown us that the future is closer than we thought by unveiling the world's first commercial flying car.
This is possibly the coolest thing I've seen here at the Dubai Air Show this year. It's an actual flying car.
This innovation in transportation is beyond what we've seen before. So, is the future of travel about to change totally? Join us as we dive into the details of this groundbreaking innovation, exploring how it could change not only how we travel, but how we live. The changing image of Dubai. The world has probably gotten used to thinking of images of architectural marvels, massive shopping, and top innovations whenever Dubai is mentioned. This is because over several decades, Dubai has never failed to make its way as a city of future development, housing the tallest building in the world, man-made islands in palm tree shapes, and even with robot policemen regulating its streets. It's a city where dreams tend to turn into reality overnight. So it comes as no surprise that Dubai now has its eyes set on a revolution in the way people travel. From magnetic levitation trains to hyperloops, Dubai is not a stranger to the boundaries of transport. And now, it takes one step further, introducing something that is going to reshape how we think about mobility, its first ever flying car. But that's not all, and this next bit is even more mind-blowing. Dubai has just made history with its flying car, unveiling it as an innovation in the world of transportation. Sleek and futuristic in design, it runs on electricity, providing an eco-friendly alternative to conventional automobiles. More than a novelty, this flying car is designed to perform in practical, everyday use, soaring above the traffic jams that often choke the busy streets of Dubai. Operating more like a drone than a car with vertical takeoff and landing, it offers comfort and style that Dubai has become known for. However, Dubai will be the first city in the world to release this kind of vehicle commercially, showing its technological leadership and setting the standard for the future of urban travel. Just think of crossing town in a fraction of the time that it currently takes, skimming above its glittering skyline with an unrivaled bird's-eye view.
This new mode of transportation allows us to move into the third dimension and rethink the way our cities operate.
The big question now, could flying cars be an imminent global norm? This may not be as far-fetched, perhaps, given Dubai's ambitious leap into the future. The Liberty Flying Car. In a pioneering move, Dubai-based aviation firm Avatera signed an agreement with the Dutch company PAL V to bring the world's first flying car to the Middle East and Africa. Avatera committed to buying more than 100 of PAL V's Liberty flying cars in a major step toward the introduction of this revolutionary means of transportation to the region. With none of the companies showing when the first deliveries would begin, excitement is already building for what is touted as a revolution in mobility, The Liberty flying car, out of a James Bond movie, effortlessly changes from a road vehicle into an aircraft.
PAL-V stands for Personal Air and Land Vehicle, and you see here the first prototype of our flying car.
It's like any other nippy three-wheeled roadster on the road, reaching 100 kph in under 9 seconds to a top of 160 kph. But in a mere 5 minutes, the Liberty is transformed into a gyroplane, its blades extending from the roof, flaps unfolding from the rear. When airborne, it has a flying range of 400 to 500 kilometers, cruises at 180 kph, and is capable of attaining altitudes of 11,000 feet. For the time being, these flying cars run on ordinary petrol, but PAL-V's chief executive Robert Dingemans has already hinted at future electric models once battery technology improves.
Ja, wij maken een heel innovatief mobiliteitsconcept. Als je hierachter kijkt, zeg maar, dan zie je de PAL-V staan. Dat staat voor Personal Air and Land Vehicle.
He says that while current batteries permit only 100 kilometers of flight, with developments in the near future, this range should stretch to a much handier 500 kilometers. And the Middle East and Africa are about to be among the first regions to take this wonder for a spin. It appears that what was once reserved for science fiction movies is fast turning into reality. Many of the models of these electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, eVTOLs, at different stages of development, of which quite a few of them hail from nearly a decade ago, are close to commercial production. Major manufacturers such as Uber and Boeing have already invested heavily in fleets of flying vehicles, signaling just how transformative this technology will be. Within the last decade, the eVTOL industry has only just taken off, driven by aeronautics, drone innovation, battery-powered vehicle design, and AI coding. These breakthroughs allowed flying cars to work, but pushed them to the forefront of transportation into the future.
Everybody asks the question, yeah, what about flying? Because it's so busy in the air. Well, go outside now and look up. You're at an airport. You won't even see an aircraft probably, maybe one that's landing.
Now we see the dawn of what analysts have called a flying transport gold rush. According to futurologists, the market is about to be flooded over the coming years with a host of eVTOL prototypes, resulting in cutthroat competition. The gold rush is ignited by the increasing need to deal with traffic congestion and a worldwide turn toward greener and more sustainable means of transportation. With roads nearing gridlock and fossil fuel alternatives fast gaining traction, the eVTOL might finally be a solution to all our urban transit prayers. The very prospect of eVTOL travel over densely populated urban areas sets off an investment frenzy between aerospace giants, car manufacturers, and technology companies, each wanting a piece of this game-changing innovation. Here's the reason for all this. For good reason, the prospect of flying over traffic in sleek, energy-efficient vehicles shows the promise that the investors can't resist, a notion to be part of the future. With commercially flying eVTOLs expected to hit the skies as early as 2025, for sure, we are at another revolution in transportation.
Plan to fly over the traffic jam from a little airstrip to a little airstrip, and then you can drive again.
Those first models would be piloted, but many say unmanned versions might just be around the corner, and fully autonomous eVTOLs may dominate the skies by the middle of the 2030s. By 2040, 430,000 flying vehicles will be operating around the world, running through cityscapes and reordering how we live and travel. Dubai, ever at the forefront in attempts at anything futuristic, is racing to become the first city anywhere to deploy a commercial eVTOL service. If history is anything to go by, Dubai will be where this flying future is first piloted, quite literally, and other cities will soon be chasing to keep up. The sky isn't just the limit anymore, it's the destination. The Liberty, with its hefty price tag of $799,000, is clearly designed for those with deep pockets, high-end clients, corporations, and even governments. But it's not just a flashy toy for the wealthy. There's real utility here. According to PAL-V's CEO, Robert Dingemans, this futuristic vehicle is already catching the eye of various sectors, from border control and homeland security to military operations.
For Coast Guard, for policing, the idea that one could travel to a location by air very rapidly
Its ability to travel both on the ground and in the air makes it a game changer for first responders who need to quickly reach remote or hard-to-access areas. Whether it's a high-net-worth individual looking to beat traffic or a government needing swift mobility in emergency situations, the Liberty is much more than just a luxury item. It's a practical tool with wide-ranging possibilities. Air taxis. Abu Dhabi and Dubai are racing toward a future where flying taxis are part of everyday life, and the buzz around advanced air mobility is only growing louder. Both cities have made bold moves to embrace electric vertical takeoff and landing, eVTOL aircraft, signaling their commitment to change how people move. Dubai's Roads and Transport Authority inked deals earlier this year to launch air taxis within the next 2 years.
Dubai is on track to be the first city in the world to offer a ride in a flying taxi,
while Abu Dhabi is looking at an all-electric air taxi system by 2026. Archer Aviation's CEO, Adam Goldstein, confidently announced that by 2025, at the latest 2026, eVTOLs will zip across these cities, turning what used to be 60 to 90-minute road trips into sleek, 10-minute air journeys. It sounds like sci-fi, but it's closer than we think. However, there's a twist in the story when we compare eVTOL to the Liberty flying car. Unlike eVTOLs, which offer station-to-station transport like Airbuses, the Liberty promises door-to-door convenience.
BYD is a company about new flying mobility. We offer the first flying car in the world. It will be available to customers to go from any door to any door.
As Muhannad Wada, managing director of Avatera, put it, this new innovation will redefine air mobility by literally flying from your home to your destination. It's not just about cutting travel time, it's about a seamless experience where the boundaries between road and sky blur. Robert Dingemans, CEO of PAL-V, insists that previous flying cars weren't the real deal, as they couldn't drive on roads. The Liberty, however, combines flying and driving like no other, positioning itself 10 years ahead of the competition. And while the race is heating up, with companies like Spain's Aleph Aeronautics and Slovakia's Klein Vision entering the fray with their own flying vehicles, the Liberty is poised to be the first to market. Aleph has drawn attention with its $300,000 eVTOL, already boasting 3,000 pre-orders, and Klein Vision's aircar, powered by a BMW engine, secured airworthiness in Slovakia. But no matter how crowded the skies may get, Dubai and Abu Dhabi are determined to be at the forefront of this revolution, with their eyes set on a flying future. PAL-V, which stands for Personal Air and Land Vehicle, is inching closer to making flying cars a reality. After years of rigorous testing, the company is in the final stage of its certification process with the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, EASA. According to PAL-V's CEO, Robert Dingemans, they've already cleared all the critical hurdles and expect to start delivering these groundbreaking vehicles as early as next year, starting in the Netherlands. But here's the kicker. PAL-V is already sold out for the next 3 years. With production limited for now, they're working hard to expand capacity, but demand is sky high. Once they've got the green light from ESA, the plan is to get approval from the UAE's General Civil Aviation Authority to bring the Liberty to the Middle East, with Avatera leading the charge. And this deal with Avatera? It's PAL-V's biggest yet, pushing their order book past 150 million euros. Backed by 220 investors globally, PAL-V has attracted individuals from the Middle East, but Avatera marks its first corporate investor and creating a more sustainable future. Remember we mentioned the CR-V hydrogen SUV is set to launch this year? Well, it's starting with North America and Japan. It will first be sold in regions with good access to hydrogen refueling stations, such as California, and select areas in Japan. Honda plans to make the cars available to more areas as more stations are built. The automotive world is excited about this new vehicle because it combines the reliability of the CR-V with the benefits of hydrogen technology. The car is expected to offer the same comfort and practicality that the CR-V is known for, along with the advantages of fast refueling and long driving range. Honda's vision goes beyond just making cars. They aim to lead the way in sustainable transportation by developing vehicles that reduce harmful emissions. While electric vehicles are a big part of this plan, Honda believes that hydrogen-powered cars also have a place in the future. With the new CR-V hydrogen SUV, Honda is showing that they are serious about innovation and environmental stewardship. The car represents a major step forward in fuel cell technology and gives us a peek into what the future of transportation could look like. How beneficial will this Honda CR-V SUV be? Keep watching because what comes next will interest you. Benefits and potential setbacks of Honda CR SUV. The Honda CR-V hydrogen-powered SUV brings many benefits to the world of clean transportation. One of the most exciting advantages is its use of hydrogen fuel cells, which produce zero harmful emissions. Instead of releasing carbon dioxide like gasoline cars, the hydrogen CR-V only emits water vapor. This makes it a great choice for people who want to help reduce air pollution and fight climate change. Another benefit of the CR-V hydrogen SUV is its quick refueling time. Unlike electric cars, which can take hours to charge, the CR-V can be refueled in just a few minutes at a hydrogen station. This is very convenient for busy people who don't want to wait long to get back on the road.
Hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. It's the first hydrogen fuel cell vehicle for the mass market consumer audience.
It also makes the car suitable for long trips, as drivers won't need to spend much time refueling. The CR-V is also designed to offer a long driving range. Its hydrogen tanks can store a large amount of energy, allowing the car to travel farther on a single fill-up compared to many electric cars. This helps reduce range anxiety, a common worry for drivers of eco-friendly vehicles. The CR-V provides the comfort of knowing you can go farther without stopping for fuel. In addition to being clean and practical, the CR-V hydrogen SUV is versatile. The unique power export feature that the Honda CR-V SUV has is quite beneficial because it means that the car can act as a backup power source for homes or other devices. In emergencies, this feature could be extremely useful, providing electricity when other sources are not available. The car also maintains the reliability and spacious design of the CR-V, a model that has been trusted by many drivers for years. Even with these benefits, the CR-V hydrogen SUV may face some setbacks. One major issue is the limited number of hydrogen refueling stations. While the number of stations is growing, they are still not as widely available as gas stations or electric charging points. In some areas, it could be difficult to find a station nearby, which might discourage people from buying the car. Another challenge is the cost of hydrogen technology. Building hydrogen cars and refueling stations is expensive, which could make the CR-V more costly than other vehicles.
The all-new Honda CR-V EHEV full hybrid variant will also feature Honda Connect and an upgraded Honda Sensing.
Even though prices are expected to go down as the technology improves, some people might still find the initial cost too high. Competition is also a major challenge. Electric cars have become very popular in recent years, and many people are already used to charging their cars at home. The convenience of electric vehicles might make it hard for hydrogen cars like the CR-V to win over customers. The hydrogen SUV may also face issues with public awareness. Many people are not familiar with hydrogen technology and might feel unsure about how it works. Educating the public and building trust in this new type of car will take time and effort. Government policies and incentives could also play a role. While some governments support hydrogen vehicles with tax breaks and funding for refueling stations, others focus more on electric vehicles. Without strong government backing, the CR-V could face difficulties reaching a large audience. Also, hydrogen production itself can be a challenge. Although hydrogen is a clean fuel, the process of producing it is not always environmentally friendly. If hydrogen is made using fossil fuels, it could reduce the overall environmental benefits of the CR-V. Efforts to produce green hydrogen, using renewable energy sources like wind and solar, are necessary to fully realize the car's potential. The Honda CR-V hydrogen SUV has many advantages, including its clean energy, quick refueling, long range, and innovative features. But it also faces challenges like limited infrastructure, high costs, strong competition, and the need for public education and green hydrogen production. How these issues are addressed will play a big role in the future success of this promising vehicle. Ammonia-powered cars face technical challenges that have impeded their progress. One significant obstacle is the combustion characteristics of ammonia. Ammonia has a different combustion profile compared to conventional fuels, requiring modifications to engine designs and fuel systems. It has a lower energy density compared to gasoline or diesel, which means larger volumes of ammonia would be needed to achieve similar performance levels. This poses challenges in terms of packaging and range limitations, as the larger fuel storage tanks would occupy more space and add weight to the vehicle. Additionally, the conversion of existing internal combustion engines to run on ammonia is not a straightforward process. Engine modifications are needed to accommodate the specific requirements of ammonia combustion, such as changes to fuel injectors, combustion chambers, and exhaust systems. These modifications would require significant research and development, as well as testing to ensure the performance, efficiency, and durability of the converted engines. Another factor that has hindered the development of ammonia-powered cars is the availability of alternative technologies. Over the years, other clean energy options, such as electric vehicles, EVs, and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, have gained prominence and received significant investments. These technologies have been further developed and have seen improvements in terms of infrastructure, battery technology, and overall performance. As a result, the focus and resources have been primarily directed toward these alternatives, leaving ammonia-powered cars with limited attention and investment. Moreover, the production of ammonia itself poses environmental challenges. Currently, the majority of ammonia production relies on fossil fuel-based processes, such as steam methane reforming. This leads to greenhouse gas emissions, contributing to climate change. To fully realize the environmental benefits of ammonia-powered cars, it would be necessary to transition to more sustainable and carbon-neutral methods of ammonia production, such as electrolysis powered by renewable energy sources. However, the development and scaling up of these sustainable production methods are still in progress, adding to the complexity of adopting ammonia as a mainstream fuel. Lastly, the regulatory landscape has also played a role in the slow progress of ammonia-powered cars. Governments and regulatory bodies have primarily focused on promoting electric vehicles and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles as part of their clean transportation strategies. As a result, the regulatory frameworks and incentives have been more favorable towards these technologies, leaving ammonia-powered cars with limited policy support and incentives. But the dream of an ammonia-powered engine taking over the automobile landscape is very possible. Why? Why is ammonia worth the effort? Ammonia engines have a standout feature that sets them apart: high energy density. This means that a significant amount of energy can be stored within a given volume of ammonia. This characteristic is crucial for efficient energy storage and transportation, making ammonia engines particularly well-suited for sectors like transportation and power generation, where effective energy storage and utilization are of utmost importance. One of the compelling advantages of ammonia engines is their reliance on widely available resources. Ammonia can be produced from various elements, such as hydrogen and nitrogen, which are abundant constituents in the Earth's atmosphere. This accessibility underscores the viability of ammonia engines as a sustainable energy solution. By utilizing readily available resources, we not only have the potential to reduce carbon emissions, but also to develop more resilient and flexible energy solutions. What's interesting to note is that ammonia has played pivotal roles in various industrial settings throughout history. For instance, its use in refrigeration during the 19th century revolutionized food preservation and storage. During World War I, ammonia became a vital component in the production of explosives. In the mid-20th century, ammonia drove the growth of the chemical industry, enabling the manufacturing of synthetic fibers and plastics. In the field of agriculture, ammonia-based fertilizers sparked a global revolution in food production. Moreover, ammonia continues to be indispensable in industries such as cleaning products and pharmaceuticals. Toyota's CEO, Koji Sato, envisions a groundbreaking future for ammonia in car engines, with a focus on low CO2 emissions. This vision of ammonia-powered engines opens up possibilities that could potentially revolutionize the automotive industry, and may even challenge the dominance of electric vehicles, EVs. Why is China doubling down on ammonia-powered cars? And how is that connected to growing interest in low CO2 emission engines across the world? China boasts the largest electric vehicle market in the world. However, there is still a strong demand for traditional combustion engine cars. Nevertheless, there are indications that the Chinese government is contemplating a ban on the sale of internal combustion engine vehicles, following a trend similar to the policies implemented in California. This potential development could present a tremendous opportunity for the emergence of ammonia-powered vehicles, which have the potential to provide a low-carbon and cost-effective solution for the Chinese market. Not only would ammonia-powered vehicles reduce China's reliance on oil imports, but they could also significantly decrease air pollution levels in the country. If China becomes a leader in the adoption of ammonia-powered vehicles, it could set an example for the rest of the world. Exploring alternative fuels such as hydrogen, ammonia, and synthetic fuels could breathe new life into combustion engines. These innovative fuel options may even become more affordable to produce than fully electric vehicles in the future, offering a compelling and eco-friendly choice for a broader range of consumers. Moreover, by addressing concerns about convenience, Toyota has established a solid position in the Chinese market by developing customized EVs for this region. The company's strategic approach demonstrates a commitment to meeting diverse consumer preferences. Toyota's exploration of technologies like the ammonia-powered engine aligns with this comprehensive strategy. It will be captivating to witness the progress of this technology and whether it will eventually become commercially available on a global scale. Considering China's evolving automotive landscape, the potential integration of alternative fuel-powered vehicles, such as those utilizing ammonia, adds an exciting dimension to the ongoing transition toward more sustainable transportation options. Ammonia-powered vehicles have the potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, decrease oil dependence, and improve air quality not only in China but also beyond its borders. While GAC and Toyota's ammonia engine development efforts are impressive, it is worth noting that they are not the first to explore this area. About a decade ago, the Korean Institute for Energy Research made significant advancements by creating a vehicle called the AMVE. This innovative car utilized a mixture of 70% ammonia and 30% gasoline, resulting in a remarkable 70% reduction in carbon emissions. The AMVE project aimed to explore the possibility of a fully ammonia-fueled engine, demonstrating the feasibility of this technology. However, it is important to mention that GAC's engine also appears to produce some carbon dioxide. The company was only able to achieve a 90% reduction in carbon emissions, suggesting the use of another fuel source in the engine's design. This hybrid approach could be a practical solution, considering the properties of ammonia, such as its relatively slow flame propagation speed, which can present challenges for engines operating at high RPMs or low loads. By combining ammonia with another fuel, the GAC engine may have effectively overcome these challenges, ensuring smoother and more versatile performance across various driving conditions. This hybrid approach has the potential to enhance the engine's practicality and usability. Numerous projects have approached ammonia-fueled engines from different angles, all highlighting the ongoing efforts to harness ammonia's potential as a cleaner and more sustainable fuel source for combustion engines. As this field continues to develop, further innovations and optimizations will likely contribute to achieving environmentally friendly transportation goals. Ammonia engines have the potential to offer a low-carbon and cost-effective alternative to fossil fuels, reducing reliance on oil imports and improving air pollution levels not only in China, but also globally. Nowadays, vehicles face a plethora of challenges that have an impact on both the environment and the customers who rely on them for their daily transportation needs. When it comes to choosing a vehicle, customers are faced with a multitude of options, each promising convenience, style, and efficiency. However, beneath the attractive exteriors and advanced features, there are significant challenges that affect our relationship with automobiles. One of the most prevalent challenges modern vehicles face is our ongoing dependence on gasoline. For decades, gasoline has powered our cars and propelled us forward, but its impact on the environment is undeniably concerning. When gasoline burns in the internal combustion engines of our vehicles, it releases a multitude of pollutants into the air, contributing significantly to the global environmental crisis we are currently facing. Just picture this. As you drive your car, fueled by gasoline, it emits carbon dioxide, CO2, into the atmosphere. This infamous greenhouse gas traps heat, leading to climate change and unpredictable weather patterns. But that's not the only toll on the environment. Gasoline combustion also releases nitrogen oxides, NOx, and particulate matter, which degrade air quality and pose health risks for humans. Our continued reliance on gasoline not only perpetuates our carbon footprint, but also raises concerns about the long-term sustainability of our transportation choices. In response to these urgent environmental concerns, we are witnessing the remarkable rise of electric vehicles, EVs, as a promising alternative. The appeal of zero-emission driving and a departure from traditional gasoline-powered engines position EVs as an environmentally friendly solution. However, this shift is not without its own set of challenges, particularly in terms of affordability and maintenance. Affordability poses a significant barrier to the widespread adoption of electric vehicles. Despite technological advancements that have gradually reduced the cost of batteries, a crucial component of EVs, the initial price tag of electric vehicles remains higher compared to their gasoline counterparts. This upfront cost can discourage many consumers, even though there is potential for long-term savings on fuel and maintenance. Maintenance adds another layer of complexity to the realm of electric vehicles. The intricate nature of electric drivetrains and battery systems requires specialized knowledge for repairs. Not all local garages are equipped to handle electric vehicle maintenance, leading to increased costs and inconvenience for EV owners. Furthermore, questions loom about the longevity and performance of electric vehicle batteries, raising concerns about the environmental impact of their disposal. While electric vehicles offer a greener alternative, they also bring about their own environmental challenges. Battery production relies on rare and environmentally impactful materials, questioning the overall sustainability of EVs. Additionally, the recycling and disposal of used batteries present challenges, as the infrastructure for handling electric vehicle waste is still in its early stages of development. The growing interest in developing car engines with low CO2 emissions stems from a pressing need to mitigate the adverse effects of climate change and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This imperative has led to a significant shift in the automotive industry, as manufacturers, policymakers, and consumers alike recognize the urgency of transitioning to more sustainable transportation solutions. One key driver behind the push for low CO2 emissions is the alarming rise in global temperatures and the subsequent impacts on the environment. The burning of fossil fuels, such as gasoline and diesel, releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, trapping heat and contributing to the greenhouse effect. This phenomenon has caused a range of detrimental consequences, including rising sea levels, more frequent and severe natural disasters, and the disruption of ecosystems. Developing car engines with low CO2 emissions is thus crucial to limit the exacerbation of these effects and ensure a sustainable future. Additionally, reducing CO2 emissions from car engines is essential for improving air quality and public health. Combustion engines release not only CO2, but also other pollutants such as nitrogen oxides, NOx, particulate matter, PM, and volatile organic compounds, VOCs. These pollutants are known to have adverse effects on respiratory health, contributing to the onset and exacerbation of respiratory diseases such as asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. By developing engines with low CO2 emissions, the automotive industry aims to reduce not only the primary greenhouse gas responsible for climate change, but also the harmful pollutants that directly affect human health. Furthermore, the interest in low CO2 emissions arises from the need to achieve energy independence and reduce reliance on finite fossil fuel resources. The transportation sector heavily relies on petroleum-based fuels, which are finite and subject to price volatility due to geopolitical factors. Developing car engines that emit less CO2 promotes the adoption of alternative fuels and technologies, such as electric vehicles, EVs, hydrogen fuel cells, and biofuels. These alternatives offer the potential for greater energy efficiency and the use of renewable energy sources, reducing the dependence on fossil fuels and enhancing energy security. The push for low CO2 emissions in car engines is also driven by regulatory frameworks implemented by governments worldwide. Governments recognize the urgency of addressing climate change and have implemented various policies to encourage the development and adoption of low-emission vehicles. These policies include emissions standards, tax incentives, and subsidies for eco-friendly vehicles. By complying with these regulations and meeting the growing demand for sustainable transportation, automakers can ensure their competitiveness in the market and avoid potential penalties or reputational damage. Moreover, consumer demand plays a significant role in driving the interest in developing car engines with low CO2 emissions. Increasingly, consumers are becoming more environmentally conscious and prioritize sustainability in their purchasing decisions. As awareness of the impacts of climate change grows, consumers seek vehicles that align with their values and have minimal environmental footprints. Automakers recognize this shift in consumer preferences and are investing heavily in research and development to meet the demand for low-emission vehicles. By offering a range of options with low CO2 emissions, automakers can attract environmentally conscious consumers and gain a competitive edge in the market. The urgency to address the adverse effects of greenhouse gas emissions and transition to sustainable transportation solutions has prompted significant investments in research and development within the automotive industry. By reducing CO2 emissions from car engines, manufacturers can contribute to a more sustainable future, safeguard public health, and ensure the long-term viability of the transportation sector.
Our vertical integration capability gives us the flexibility in the fast response to the market trend.
Newer version that's a fully flying car. They want this on the road by 2030, and they've already done tests.
China's BYD is shaking things up again, and this time it is with a flying car valued at an unbelievable price of $4,999. BYD's CEO just revealed this innovative ride, and it's already gaining popularity.
For the first time, Chinese electric vehicle maker BYD has seen its revenue surpass that of Tesla's, hasn't it?
No one saw this coming, especially at a price that anyone can get excited about. Is this the beginning of affordable flying cars? And how did the company pull this off before anyone